And here comes FURIA walking down on the pistol.
There's a cascade pushed up. Hides a lot of the information. Dash. The back pocket of dgzin wants to take a fight straight to them. And he's not going to be winning that one. Dog to the side as well. It's covered though. Less. Dodging, juking side by side with a frenzy. 2 kills claimed. Aspas follows up. Khalil. It's the last one left. Not much to do. That is flawless, complete containment from Loud. And there's going to be a lot of emphasis, responsibility placed on the shoulders of a player like dgzin. Where was that from?
That is just through the cracks. Double door garage into the back window.
Yep, cauanzin. That, the Bulldog.
What a punish. And that takes all of the Killjoy utility out. So you could either go into a fast hit, where you were expecting the KJ utility to be, or, as saadhak has opted for, cut noise a little and make FURIA scared.
With the opening pick so far, the tempo that Loud have been playing at, they've been getting that opening, making sure not to rush things, but then they strike back around the minute mark. Like clockwork now, being repeated. dgzin close to the corner. Will not be able to get any sort of damage done. He falls. 2 players left standing for Mazin and QCK. The only thing you can do here is save. You got to keep those rifles moving into the next one, but this is just sheer domination on display by Loud. I mean, at this point, almost making the claim that it's hubris to be taking him to a map like Haven.
I don't even think it's the map that's happening here. I mean, yes, they are playing the map wonderfully, but at this point, cauanzin's just running around deleting people. And Khalil peaked for a very, very slim margin in Garage, got destroyed, and then cauanzin also got the better end of MW.
And they're hunting the guns out.
We know that FURIA are exceptional players in terms of their mechanics. You just watch any match that dgzin and MW have taken over. You know,
yeah,
you can see the talent there. I do sometimes wonder if there's a mental block.
Onto the A side, it's FURIA trying to defend this one, but they waited out. They've got a pretty good indicator that Loud have taken some of that A lobby control, but from this point on, you just don't really know what direction they've gone, and Loud have completely cut noise.
Yeah, dgzin has got good information behind the Viper wall over towards C, and they can hear somebody still jump spotting. Obviously, we can tell it's saadhak. What I'm worried about here, though, Brent, is that tuyz has his Reckoning online already. This is not a fair fight in round 5, despite the fact that FURIA have stacked the right place.
Try and hold close. You're probably not going to be favored. High tide.
It's a good one.
Whips its way across, doesn't it? Cuts off 2 of the avenues, so there's a bit of time. And
this Reckoning's about to come.
Yeah, that's the last flash for mwzera. He's not going to have anything to try and fight as his hit starts to come down. There's the Reckoning, like you were talking about. Snake bite into the corner to clear it close. Updraft, dash, onto the side now. And the rest of his team barreling forwards, taking the space into the corner. MW, he's skipped and crossed, and he was unnoticed, but not for much longer.
Nothing. They get nothing out of it. Loud perfection currently. Absolute perfection. Even with ignoring the player in the corner, cleaned up by the next people coming through the choke.
Yeah, I mean, every single element of utility that gets used, there's coverage there as well. You dash in, you're not going to be clearing the close corner, doesn't matter, your teammates have got your back.
They're absolutely diffing FURIA. dgzin and Khalil desperately just trying to keep what scraps of guns they can for the next round. And MW over on the opposite side of the map. It's Khalil that could be a danger here, but he is getting trapped in the lockdown.
Yeah, lockdown's close. This corner doesn't get held. No one's actually watching for this one, but Khalil needs to reposition. Out to the side, high tide up in his face. He's going down with a ship. And well, it might just pay off for him. Still detained. Time, waiting it out. saadhak knows, close to the corner. There's another player waiting, and Khalil cannot do a thing about it.
The flank from C long.
And this is important. It's doubled up now. Spike's still not planted. Walls are going to start to fade. Aspas with a fight to win. A fight to claim into the spawn. Mazin wins it out. Critical. Crucial. dgzin moves forward to the dash. Back to safety. It's up to saadhak. Last alive, but FURIA on the cusp now. Putting a break into this momentum. Wall pushing past him forwards. Isolates the first fight. You cannot give saadhak these opportunities. But the orb, it's sliced up the site and it's allowed him to reposition.
FURIA can't lose this one.
It's very planned. You've got to play this one together right now. You cannot let this one slip, and they do not. MW, not the cleanest fight in the world, but one, regardless of all of that. And so a round on the board, finally, for FURIA. 2 walls, sprung up as well. It carves a path directly into the C site, and a re-push from Mazin is punished immediately. Less, he knows to hold it. Window covered, garage covered. There's a re-clear that's called very quickly from FURIA. 3 players now looking to try and make their mark. Regain that territory, they push it back out. And they want to attempt this retake, but it's one thing to attempt it, another thing to actually do it. It's so damn hard. Look at it, the layers of the walls, the cascade, the orb, the snake bites. You can't push through it. It's so damn hard. And the time getting lower and lower. You just have to save. You just have to run away.
That has got to sting. And you know that saadhak is just going to be pumping utility in. Oh!
Re-clearance, dgzin does land it. An attempt here. Looks like they were trying to fake the presence towards C with the reckoning on top of it. dgzin with that re-clearance. He's bought his team a bit of breathing room, but now the fast rotation. 30 seconds left, and there is some chaos in the round. MW. How has he slung himself into this position, deep into mid, all the way behind aspas? He doesn't even know it. Yeah, taken out. But look, having a back.
He's using Seekers in spawn. They don't know which direction. Loud or even in. But because of the elaboracy of the fake.
Yeah, collected together now onto the side. They don't really have too much control of any of the other extremities of C. A decision needs to be made here. The comp is quite good at trying to stave off these retakes, but they have that player disadvantage by 2. That was in low enough that he will go down to a single shot. It's aggression. Flash play deep into the spawn, still low though, but he's evened it out ever so slightly. Wall now falls. Smoke still in his face. The fight needs to be taken, and it's not clean. It's not clean at all. Where's the coverage, Mazin? Last one left, a wide swing, a wide face. He wins it out. 3 in a round, securing it just in time.
Those are the kind of rounds that are going to bring up the confidence levels for FURIA.
Bullets raining down into garage, hoping for a lucky kill. High tide now going to be fading away. Cascade, Trailblazer gets broken as well.
That's messy from MW. The bird there finds nothing.
Backing away from Loud now. FURIA doing well to not give up any of the opening picks that they were doing prior the first few rounds. They've left it into that 5-on-5, but barreling ahead. It's Loud who want to take all the space towards A. Dog clearance all the way down. Nano swarms. Popped off, and MW holds his ground there. Cove didn't blossom and bloom in time, so tuyz gets his head taken clean off, but a lockdown should grant them at least some space here. FURIA willing to fight it. Detainment, probably going to be catching onto them. Viper's pit dropped down as a response. Bit of spray, bit of random spam. No way, the Nano Swarm takes out Khalil. Trying to punish that one. Still alive in the fight now with the reckoning though. Should be giving them a good indicator as well. They can follow the golden trails above their heads. They'll be spamming into the common positions. aspas low, 1 bullet. Might just about do it here, being healed up here and there. Shorty, where did that come from? Straight to the head. Mazin's trying to stick to the fuse. saadhak with a spray down. Lands 2. And how the hell did Loud salvage that?
Out of my way.
Sometimes, if you're a team like FURIA in this position, you've got to throw that caution to the wind. Blaze storms in aspas' hands. What can he do with them? Dash is there. Close to the corner, onto the bricks. No one's clearing it. MW doesn't know which way to look. Up, down, sideways, left, right. Doesn't matter. FURIA still containing.
But I like that from dgzin. dgzin refought that situation. And he was able to bring things into a 4v3 where FURIA are favored. Loud have a lot of space over towards A, but there's 3 people ready to fend them off. This round looks good from the team that only has 2 on the board right now.
There's the taking. Advantage. Oh, no way. How does Les think to clear that? I mean, seriously. Well, it's answered back.
Down A.
Lockdown's used. Fight from QCK. Easily won. Spikes in the middle of nowhere, though. Mazin, knives out. Oh, Les. You gotta get your gun out there, son, but... Oh, Mazin.
Good timing.
Yeah, it gets the read there that there's gonna be that reflank attempt, so...
Happened in A long.
I see something similar. Khalil. Deep tucked into this corner. QCK just trying to bait and grab all the attention here. Khalil. Oh, it all comes down to this. Cut noise. It's a clearance. Aware of it. QCK, he needed to answer back. He needed to respond. Bullets hammering them. There's that trade, but brought down. Still a high tide as well to replace it. Now to try and offset some of that aggression. Loud. They take their sights on a different area of the map. Full rotation now over towards A. But Les has been creeping. He's been set up into this forward position. And he is, of course, going to be capitalizing.
His aim is so clean.
It's It's not rushed in the slightest.
Spike planted.
Hard clearance there, so Mazin does take the right timing for that fight. But last round and a half, Mazin might as well take it. Attempt it, that 1v3. He's got to get through all this util. Look at this high tide in his face. He's got the cascade to try and create an opening. Push his way back, but it's a snake bite instantaneously, and Mazin is so worried. Thinks there could be a player flanking. He doesn't really have any information at all. It feels futile. And it would just take, something outlandish for him to win that one. 9-3, that's what Loud.
This is going to be a big clash, though, in mid.
Another fight into mid with the cascade pushed up. It's just a bit of spam with the ghost here, but it's a pop flash play. They want to fight it right into the mist towards every single player. Blinders are back on the side of FURIA. QCK still alive, but less re-swinging to take the fight. From that one angle, there was no coverage, nobody watching the double doors, and it's left into a 2v3. MW's on 1 HP. No heal in sight, of course. FURIA forced to slow things all the way down. Middle of this round, down to about a minute here. Playing together, hoping that they're granted a chance to get a freebie, any sort of kill, to even it up, maybe get the plant down.
They've found a nice gap.
Yeah, this is quite good.
I mean, at any point here, they could be meeting resistance from a Loud player. But as we can tell, saadhak tucked into short. And instead of going towards A, they're just clearing out the A connector so they know that they can plant and have a safe post-plant position.
They get themselves into it.
Here comes saadhak, though.
Yeah. Aspas low enough that he could go down to a single shot, but this fight from saadhak here, close to the corner. He's got armor. MW takes the first contact. He was low enough, and saadhak, well, I mean, overkill. Core calm and collected, isn't he? IGL, I mean, no stranger to positions like this. When the pressure's really mounting and he's... Wall is a little bit off there with a high tide. There's a slight gap towards short. You can see them shoring up the defensive, the orbs as well, just trying to sow chaos into the site. I mean, Lord knows what's happening here. It's all over the place. So much within their sight, within their grasp. saadhak round to the side with a Spectre. And the FURIA force down to 2. Weak enough. MW will really go down to a single shot. Tap of the spike. Look at Loud, not willing to put their foot off the gas here for about a moment, but they do find a break in the play, at least to get that spike down now. So FURIA set themselves up into the post plant.
Bless has got to be a little cautious here. He can't drop unless he lands on the box.
Haven't taken on 10 HP. His head just dips over, so the force from FURIA on the cusp. Play together now. A bit of discipline from FURIA should sail them to a round win. Spam Elm to the box. Orb up. The Guardian. Anything's possible with Aspas. Anything is possible. We've seen this. This guy just commit. Wow. Absolute murder across, but he is the
Loud have not lost on any of the maps they're playing today.
An attempt was made. Aspas!
Oh, and for good reason.
You've got to be joking! saadhak as well. Just when all of their attention is isolated on that one player, the Jet Star, the superstar for Loud, he of course strikes back to the side, and just like that, it's turned into a 2-on-2. Les has picked up a rifle in the middle of all of this.
And Aspas is still hiding. He's repositioned down towards short.
And does this get cleared?
He's so weak, though.
For MW, he is weak. It's a one and done. For good reason. MW.
What a flick.
Runs past flick, yep, straight to the side. Aspas removed, but still winnable for less.
So winnable. Phantom in hand, coming from an unexpected direction. Does MW choose to invest the Seeker?
That's the question, isn't it? It'll give him good information.
And the flash gives him bad.
Yeah, well, he knows they're not towards A long. So he's got his sight set up onto that short angle, but he doesn't win the fight. Unless he's capable in the clutch. Brought it down to a one-on-one. Turret. Spots the positioning. He knows where QCK is. Jiggle of the fight! Less is so damn clean. We're getting on that map point. Dash forward from dgzin, holding close to it. Cauanzin. He has been that spearhead. Less relieves. Swinging wide. All the confidence in the world. They know they can take these fights, they know they can win them, and the coverage is there. Crossfire setups, snake bite into the corner. It just feels inevitable. They're playing for. But Loud pushing forwards. Cauanzin, deep A lobby control. It's gained, but backs away. They still leave Aspas in this forward position. In fact, Aspas makes the call for a flash to try and set him up, help him out. Loses the fight. Cauanzin responds. He needs to get out alive, though. Trailblazer, dog to the side, stun does not connect. Cauanzin, I mean, he's still so willing to take these fights. He's alone right now, and it looks like he wants to pop flash and set himself up onto the angle, and he does just that! Lovely tech. Flash gliding against the wall, sets himself up for another one, and now backing away with the rest of his team. And to shore up the defenses on the rest of the map, it's a 3v4 on the precipice.
30 seconds left.
Giving up the A side, though.
Blocking sight.
And this is where the post plants should really become dangerous, but without the Viper, you actually lose a lot of that. And they don't have the Harbor either. Those are the big two tools.
Lockdown. MW realized the play needed to be made. You had to be aggressive because it's the only other way to stop this kind of ultimate. It's going to tear its way through. The post-plant positioning is so obvious. The Reckoning close to the corner. dgzin has nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. The stay fight. He's just being moved and corralled this way, that way. Absolutely nothing to be done. It's left up to one. Khalil in a 1v3. Cove hiding, obfuscating. tuyz sticks 13-4. And if you're going to bring it to Loud on Haven, you're going to come with a little bit more than that. That is them taking map number 1.
You have just witnessed some superb dominance from Loud.
Loud, they still want to commit to this one. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be fading for about a moment. Now starting to hit into the A side. It's free reign, free path. The team was close to the corner. The dash does not get him out of it. Khalil down onto the ground. Holding it towards the back of the site with the frenzy. Enough damage has been done. Just up to tuyz. Reloading. Okay, capable of taking a clean fight there. A pistol round win for FURIA. FURIA. They have set up, anticipating something towards A. This is a one-and-done position from dgzin. Well, he's actually playing in wine. He tucked back. But aspas. Oh, he's been given a lot of ground here. Drone clearing. Smoke becomes a bit of a problem. Spots it though. Reposition. TP tagged up though. Was on a heaven angle. Frag grenade at the feet of aspas. He is not being put off. Cauanzin is aware that there could be a push into wine and still has that presence of mind to clear it. FURIA are coming out with a bit of a miracle round. The shots are being hit and the spike is in the middle of nowhere. Contained.
Shadows traveling.
Trying to gather themselves here. dgzin offered an upgrade.
The guardian of the spike.
You know, the weapon he was really hoping for. Door
30 seconds left.
closed down. Anybody holding this in the smoke? It's not watched for. No one's holding it, and tuyz didn't expect it. aspas locks himself down for the ace to try and turn it around. He's got a dash back online. He knows where dgzin should be. The spike there as well. Isolates the fight, and he claims it. Is theirs. Less is going to be that last level to this. The backstab. Bit of a safety net in case this does go wrong with saadhak falling.
That's so strange. saadhak opened the door so that he didn't cut less off and got punished for it.
Yeah, just took the fight, and now it's a scramble, isn't it? Smoke in the face of cauanzin. He doesn't know how to hold this one, but less still. Yeah, there, and he needs to be dealt with. You can see FURIA trying to isolate his position, take the fight towards him, and together, but swinging the wrong angle. This guy is a demon right now. Can't evacuate there, just has to run away with a knife out as a Hunter's Fury into the back. Cauanzin, that does connect, and a blind on top. It's coupled together. dgzin with nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. He's brought down.
And look now at how patient Loud are. They don't barrel forwards into the site. They slow things down, wait for the counter utility. And they're even going to go for a lockdown on top, using every ult that they have.
And I respect this. Fragment nade. Khalil just trying to evacuate and get out of there. Teleport. Getting through, spam onto the common corners here. The lockdown does carve out that path. They know no one's towards the back of the site. Smoke's still being held. Line can start to go down, but they're so good at taking those timings, those breathers in the middle of rounds and those moments to try and force favorable fights. Never willing to rush into things, but now they might be forced to, with QCK getting the opening against less. And yeah, tuyz feels like he has to swing and take the fight to him. Mazin, though, still containment. Winning the fights out towards market, and the post-plant positioning is all locked onto the side here for Lau with 3 players up.
Wow.
Spam through the wall. Shot darts. Landing to the side. They are so damn weak. FURIA, it should be set up for the win here, but time is starting to burn away. Maybe the round as well. Getting away from them on top of it. A wide swing, a wide face. Cauanzin! Cauanzin! Has he bought enough time? Has he done enough? And he does, indeed. All the damage, all the spam, all the kills. And FURIA Oh, I mean, they tried their best, didn't they? They certainly did.
I mean, setting up for a split looks great, but instead they just go for a normal A main repop. This is going to be hard without the dash.
Cauanzin also might have just even broke it. Drone through to the back spam onto the angle. Khalil. Oh, he's feeling the hurt. He's feeling the pain. Towards it. Saadhak, watching for heaven. QCK only the one to be gained before eventually trading. A wide face from Mazin. The turret has got Lesser's back if he can't claim the kill.
Timmy's got it.
Yeah, and this is the same scenario that we were just discussing earlier. It's a retake. Sometimes this operator, a powerful tool, but it can shackle you in these retakes. Mazin, though, feels like he has to go for it at this point in the round. 1 HP, one more bullet will do it. Knocked them down, forced them to back away. Loud, it's going to be the 7th round that they claim now on this attack side. They are unleashed.
They just look so good in terms of how they approach this map on attack. They've figured out something that no other team has. Seriously, the way that they spill through smokes on the A side, the way that they re-hit. Saadhak's calling and the protocols that they have on their attack. It's different. Yeah. It is just different.
Taking. Must win round for FURIA. Must win. For any chance of staying in this series. I know that sounds odd to say, but of how Loud are playing, there's no gaps with how this map plays out. Have to find openings, no commands. Whipping through onto all of them. Hunter's Fury, it's all used, and again, same game plan from Loud. Middle of the ultimate, it's heavy, and it's spam into the corner. All the angles as well, pushing back the players. They know that they're isolated in spawn. Khalil has to face, has to make something of it. When you're up against aspas, when he's playing like this, you do not stand a chance. All the util as well, sails past into the site. Lockdown now being used.
And now they've used all of the utility to stop Loud from entering the site. What is this? Oh, okay, so they're going for the
pushing forwards. Yep. And QCK can hear all of this. What time does he take? What angle does he take? Calm and confident. 3 ripped away, but aspas a little less claiming that trade. Khalil with a wider face. Okay, FURIA. Signs of life in the tail end off the back of those QCK heroics. I still don't want to call it, Josh.
I mean, aspas is in a 1v4.
Yeah.
He can't win this one, surely.
We said that before.
And for FURIA, QCK's done a great job.
Okay, shut down.
And they get 3. But that just feels like small consolation.
Shock dart sent flying. But FURIA have done their homework. They should be aware of this pistol round setup.
They're all backing up. I mean, FURIA postured for the first 40 seconds, got Saadhak down to 1 HP, and now we're just trying to barrel through to face less.
Yep, straight into mid. All the way through and towards the back of the site. Les is going to be the one who has to hold his ground against this, but FURIA finding it a bit of a struggle now to get themselves onto the site. The nade is good though. Aspas dropped down, Shorty. In the hands of Les, he's hoping for an easy target. 1 or 2, how will the face come through? Unbelievable. There's 1.
30 seconds left.
Aspas also following up through the back there. Site's going to be gained for them. 3 to get that plant down. No control of B main or anything else. Not likely, is it, with a spam now? Players are weak on Loud. Anything could topple them. It all comes down to these fights that are about to be taken. Waiting for the util. Cauanzin. He's going to start online. He's going to send that firing. There comes the swing. There comes the double face. Lighting them up. Khalil is collected. Enough for 3. And he's done enough for the team to win the pistol. Face.
But look, he's almost casual in the way that he repositions over towards Dice.
Yeah, he's not worried, is he?
Not at all.
Seems like there's that much urgency. Paranoia ripping through, but it's used in kind. Util expended on either side. A smoke to cut up the site. Saadhak, he gets his 1, 2 years. Great movement. Swings it to the left and claims it. Khalil trying to barrel forwards, trying to at least make it a little bit more winnable, but the rest of Loud are starting to now swarm, retake the site. The positions are there. 3 of the players up onto heaven, just up to QCK, and they're going to be triple facing him from every direction.
Like a statement today, hasn't it, Bren?
It really has. I think across the regular season, Loud have been one of those top teams that we've been looking at. With the most ups and downs, they've had some very close matches against most of their opponents, but maybe it has just been a case of them pacing themselves. This gun round is not close at all. Mazin and Khalil, it's a scramble to try and pick up the pieces.
What a skill to be able to perform your best in the matches that matter most. And that's wild from saadhak.
Felt like it wasn't exactly earned, but Mazin runs him down with the stinger. Cauanzin trying to plug up the gaps. Lovely flash. tuyz. He was out to the open. Wasn't able to see anything. The fight's taken regardless from that one. Aspas around the side. Cauanzin. Open spam.
Still a
one.
2v2.
Shock dart. Players are weak. It's down to just one.
Planted.
And the lockdown is earned. Oh, this will seal the deal, won't it? Khalil, he's tagged up. Pushed back. Has to play into wine. It's the only gap available to him. They know exactly where he is. Turret, alarm bot, it's all there. Sticking onto the fuse. Cauanzin holds it, and Lester's got his back. Shot to 67, stuck. You really need to be a championship caliber team. Moving forwards, there's a clash. A fight taken. FURIA chucking anything now at the wall to see if they can make it, but it matters not. Round the side, there's a clash, and an ace to finish. 2 years. The job's done. Congratulations in order, of course. That's a top 3 finish. Regardless of what happens from here on out, they've earned their spot to Masters Tokyo and Champs.